Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the start of another reading vlog adventure. This one is going to be kind of like a holiday break for me. It is, we just got released for kind of Thanksgiving break, the holidays. 2 days, that's what they gave us. We still have class Monday, Tuesday, but I'm gonna take a couple of days off extra just to kind of get around for grad school. I'll be applying for grad school. I hope to apply to 3 this week and then the next 3 next week, but I also have papers and stuff due. It's like, it's not even really a break, we just don't have class. So that's what's gonna be going on, just a little bit of chilling and a lot of reading. I'm still making my way through Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the final book. It kicked off from the beginning. And this vlog is gonna contain like spoilers because I feel like a lot of people have already read this and I'm just behind. So if you haven't read them, just come back and watch it whenever you have read it. But in the beginning with Hedwig dying and then Moody as well, like I thought it was gonna be just not a fun book to read. And then it kind of dipped down a little bit with the wedding and then it just kicked right back off. And now Harry, Ron, and Hermione are kind of on this quest to find the Horcruxes. And just along the way, like what I don't like, or I guess what is something that is kind of bummed me about is kind of just Harry like questioning Dumbledore and all these accusations that are coming up. Like Dumbledore, come on, man. We all know Dumbledore had a heart of gold. I hope so, unless J.K. Rowling kind of is trying to surprise us somehow. I just felt like Dumbledore didn't have a bad bone in his body, but maybe he did, and if he did, then I'm gonna be pretty sad. But I'm really excited to see how it ends. I hope it has a happy ending. This one has definitely kicked off a lot quicker than the others. I felt like the others they did like the first 200 pages or so would just be kind of explaining and setting it up. But this one, since it like really kicked off with the kind of final battle with Voldemort, like it has really been very fast paced and I'm already almost like 200 pages in. So, and I just started the other day and this is almost 800 pages. So I think I will be flying through this. I'm also listening to The Huntress, which is a historical fiction set actually after World War II. There's one of the characters' perspectives, Nina, she actually is telling her story as a kind of one of the night bombers and night witches is what they call them. And she is in the Russian Red Air Force and it's just kind of her telling her story, and I have a feeling that it's gonna play a role with her and Ian and kind of Jordan uncovering who Diagorin is. It's who they're hunting down. It's been very interesting kind of connecting how all the different perspectives are connecting, and now I think I'm in part 2 and they're finally starting to connect because there was all a bunch of just split timelines, and Nina's timeline is still kind of in the past right now and is slowly working its way up. But Ian and Jordan's, they're kind of connecting now here in the second part. It's got a little bit of romance. Nina had a romance with Yelena, her pilot. Her pilot. Nina is the navigator and her pilot, so that was cool. And then now she's having a kind of romance with Ian, who is their kind of wife. If you saw my last vlog, I kind of mentioned how he saved her from kind of like a Red Army or Salvation Army kind of camp and shipped her off to England as he kind of they pretended to get married, and that was how he kind of saved her, and now they're starting to have a little bit of romance. And where I was at last time with Nina's chapter, it kind of broke my heart because her and Yelena, they had it going and then just some things happened. So I was pretty sad for Nina there, and I have a feeling that that is kind of gonna have an impact with her kind of hunting down the Huntress, who is just this evil kind of Nazi war criminal. But I've been enjoying that, so I'll be listening to that more throughout the day. Today's Sunday, so I have to get all my laundry and all that stuff around for the week. So I'll be listening to that when I do all that stuff, and I'll be reading Harry Potter along the way when I be taking lunch breaks and kind of just chilling at the end of the day. But that is kind of the plan and where I'm at with the reading. I'm really excited to see how this vlog goes. I plan on making like an apple crisp and maybe like a pumpkin pie, but like since I'm eating for myself, like that's a lot of food. But we'll see where that goes. But now I need to get busy with all my stuff, so I'll check in here pretty soon. Sometime later, I got all my laundry and stuff done for the week. And now it is time just to sit back and read some more of the Harry Potter. But what I read at lunch, it kind of broke my heart a little bit because Harry, Hermione, and Ron, they're all at Grindelwald Place, I believe that's what it's called. And they heard Crutcher's story about just everything that Voldemort put him through. And it kind of broke my heart a little bit, even though what he did to Sirius. And I was surprised that Harry kind of didn't yell at him as much and he forgave him. So that, it kind of broke my heart for him. I also listened to a ton of the Huntress while I was doing laundry and kind of cooking lunch and everything. And it's been pretty slow right now. I feel like the only chapters that I've been enjoying are kind of Nina's past perspectives as she's doing all these night bombings and kind of trying to, I guess I can't say anything else without spoiling it. So just the night bombings. I've been enjoying her and her banter between her and Yelena. She's just a little fireball. I said that in the last vlog. And I just love reading her perspectives and her chapters. But that is enough of a check-in. I am gonna go sit down on my ugly bean couch and read some more. So if I don't check in tonight, I'll make sure to let you know what went down tomorrow morning. Good morning, friends. I'm just gonna eat some breakfast real quick and then I'll give you a check-in because last night I read quite a bit of Harry Potter and I have a lot to say. So I'm just gonna eat breakfast real quick with Izzy and then just give you the outlook for the day. Good morning, happy Monday. I thought I'd jump on here and give you an outlook for the day. As far as school goes, I do have a couple assignments. I don't know why they give us a holiday break if they're just gonna assign assignments. So I have to finish up a couple of those. Hopefully just get it all done today and then have the rest of the week to myself to read. But that'll be kind of the first thing I do. I need to edit a video as well so I can release that on Thursday. And then I will get to reading more of Harry Potter. I don't have anything new to report about the Huntress. It's still kind of the same and it's actually kind of crazy. I'm almost done with it. I listened to a lot of it yesterday and I'm nearing the end and I'm waiting for it to kind of pick up a little bit. It's been kind of slow this last little bit. And the only chapters, like I mentioned yesterday, is just kind of Nina's perspective. I really enjoy hers. And now it's kind of in the future, the 1950 kind of timeline. It's starting to kind of connect the dots and I'm really eager to see how kind of Nina's past has kind of brought her on this kind of mystery to find the Jaegerin, like what the Huntress kind of did to her to want Nina to kind of murder her. But with Harry Potter, like things have really kind of kicked off after like the events of Harry, Ron, and kind of Hermione breaking into the Ministry, kind of disguising themselves. I thought that was hilarious, just them kind of mugging people and then breaking into the Ministry, and then Dolores making another appearance. I hated her in, what was it, the Order of the Phoenix. Absolutely hated her, and now she's back and I hate her again, especially what she did to Mad-Eye Moody's eye. No thank you. But just everything going on as well, like Snape taking over as headmaster. What's going on now? I really hope we return to Hogwarts here pretty soon because that's what I love about this series, just a magical school. And that's what kind of bummed me a little bit about this one so far, is just kind of being just out in the wilderness, which is still like, I love learning about just like more of the wizarding world and just the past of just Voldemort and why he, like this more about Voldemort and why he's so evil, as well as Dumbledore and Harry and all of them. And just uncovering more about just the hidden truths about the wizarding world and Gorovitch, everything. It's got like, I feel like it's all taking like just a lot of things and just getting it all on board. But I feel like right now it's kind of just starting to unfold, like everything has led up to this and now it's just completely unfolding. I'm about like 300 pages in, so not quite halfway through. I think it is almost like 800 pages. But I've been flying through it. I only started a couple days ago, and that's like with all of them, I've just been flying through. They're always a joy. It's gonna be tough finding another series after this to kind of check out that gives me the similar vibes. I think Hugo mentioned that Amari and the Night Brothers is one, and there's a bunch of others that I've heard that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I need to get busy and go get around with school so I can get that over with so I can read. I am not sitting on the couch because Izzy is behind me. Okay, she's gonna make an appearance. I didn't want to sit on her, but now she wants to open. Now she wanted to come out. But guess what my university did today? They posted a little post on Instagram saying, "Happy holidays, enjoy your break." Liars. It kind of angered me a little bit because I would enjoy my break if I didn't have like 3 or 4 assignments to. So there's kind of my little rant. I got one of them done. Now I just got 2 more to worry about. So it's been a blast. Today has been a blast. I did edit my story though. I'm almost done with it. I only have like 2 pages left, and then I can submit it for grad school because that's on the agenda for this week as well. But at lunchtime I read some more of Harry Potter, and there was a little fight between the trio, and it kind of hurt me a little bit because Ron left, and I don't know where he went, if he's in trouble or not, but just what went down in that tent kind of broke my heart. I was surprised that Hermione kind of stuck around because her and Ron, they've been catching feelings in the last book and in this book. Ron's been trying to make some moves. But Harry and Hermione are trying to find the sword now, and they're getting ready to go back to his old childhood home. So we'll see what Dumbledore has in store for them, because I have a feeling there's going to be something going down where they both kind of grew up. But now that all my stuff is done, I'm going to just sit on this couch now that it is vacated by Izzy, who's now just chilling over here, and read some words. Now she gave me that look. I woke her up. You should never wake up Izzy. Never. And I'm gonna pay for it. But I'm gonna go sit over here and read, and then I think I'm gonna make another curry. I feel like I only eat curries. I don't know why. I love them. And I'm gonna make like a sweet potato, black-eyed pea curry. So, but before I dive into some good old food, some hearty food, I'm gonna read. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I've got a lot of plans for the day. I gotta run to Target real quick and get a couple of things for the apartment. And then I gotta work on one more paper, and then hopefully I should be done with all my work for this week. So then that rest of the day is kind of gonna be spent reading more of Harry Potter. Yesterday I read quite a bit. I think I'm about over 400 pages. And it's finally starting to kick off. I feel like these last couple 100 pages or so have kind of been slow and kind of understanding just like the trio's relationship and everything going on. Like Ron leaving, that kind of disappointed me. But guess what? He made another appearance, and he kind of saved the day for Harry when he just decided he was gonna jump into that pond to go after the sword. Ron was there to save the day, and that dough, I have a feeling like it was mentioned that it was Dumbledore's. I'm going along with it. I feel like it's Dumbledore's, especially since this Rita Skeeter has been kind of released her book about Dumbledore and his dark past. I don't like that. I never liked Rita, and now that she's posted this book about Dumbledore, I don't vibe with it. So that's why I have a feeling it's going to be Dumbledore. That's why I have a feeling that it's kind of Dumbledore, is because Harry's kind of thinking that Dumbledore, he just doesn't have the same feelings with Dumbledore as he used to. And that's another thing I gotta say. If all this is brought up about Dumbledore and it doesn't kind of play a role here at the end, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed, because what was all the point of just bringing up Dumbledore's past for nothing? I don't know. Maybe just to make the book longer, but it's been interesting to see how he kind of was friends with Grindelwald and everything. And just hearing the letters from Rita's account, which I don't know if that can be trusted or not. And then they had another account with Voldemort. So a lot has went down, and now the trio's back together, and they're learning about the 3 brothers and the Deathly Hallows, which I've been enjoying because I actually have the Tales of Beedle and Bard on my bookshelf, and I was thinking I was going to pick that up next month and kind of read that. But I'm very interested to see how it will kind of expand further today when I get to read it, with more of just fighting the Horcruxes and kind of, I want to get back to Hogwarts. Like, that's what I'm missing the most about this. Like, I do enjoy how in this one the magic is kind of expanded a lot more. Like, we get a lot more of the kind of spells and everything that we didn't get in the last one. So that's what I've been enjoying as well. But I want to get back to Hogwarts. That's what I love about this series. It's just that magical school element, and it's kind of been bumming me to not be there right now. And then also with the Huntress, I'm nearing the end. I'm hoping it's going to pick up here pretty soon. It's still been pretty slow, and that's what's kind of disappointing me, because he kind of kicked off really fast in the beginning with like Nina's perspective, and then kind of explaining the background of the Huntress and the hunt for her. And then it's kind of just been really slow with just Jordan and Ian's chapters, and Nina's is like the only ones that I've been enjoying. So I hope here in the last like 100 pages or so it will kick off. That's about like all I have left, so we'll see where it goes. But now I'm gonna go run to Target, get a couple things, and then come back, finish that paper, and then just chill. I totally forgot that all the stores are kind of doing their Black Friday sales. When I walked into Target, there was a lot of stuff that was drawing my eye. A lot of movies, a lot of books, a lot of video games, and I had to kind of restrain myself a little bit. They had some deals on there that I couldn't miss out on, and this kind of fits in with the vlog perfectly, because I was hoping to kind of binge watch all the movies once I finished the Deathly Hallows, and they had the whole collection of Harry Potter sitting on the shelf. Is already on sale, and then they're doing like a buy one get one free or something like that sale. So then like I ended up buying like a ton of movies. I'll just go through them. So then I got the Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I know this is the second one. I couldn't find the first one, but I'm sure I could find this on Amazon, the first one, for cheap as well with all the Black Friday sales. A Quiet Place Part 2. The next Jumanji movie. And then the Peanuts collection. I always watched these when I was growing up. Like, it was like kind of a tradition to kind of watch it whenever they came on TV. But this has got the Great Pumpkin, Thanksgiving, and then the Christmas one. So I had to pick it up because this is something that this is a tradition. The whole Hobbit trilogy, and then all the Indiana Jones movies, because this is what inspired me, my love for history, surprisingly. But for all those movies with like all the deals and everything, because they already like stripping off sales and everything. And then they did that sale. Like, I ended up spending like a total of like $50 for all these movies. Like, a bunch of these are collections. Like, this is normally like $60 or something like that. It was half off as it is. So that's like, this is what I spent the majority of the money on. So I couldn't miss out on the deals. But I'm gonna eat lunch real quick and read some. Good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna give you a little bit of report. Me and Izzy, I don't know if she'll make an appearance. I don't know if she's kind of grouchy this morning. She was awake, or no, she was asleep this morning and kind of woke her up accidentally, and she just hasn't been very happy ever since she woke up. But thought I'd give you a little reading check-in, because I didn't think I could be this heartbroken from reading Harry Potter, the final book. Like, usually, you know, like they're pretty heartbreaking towards the end, especially finishing a series as large as this. And like how much I've loved it, but from the start, it is just not ceased to break my heart. Last night, I read the parts where Dobby sacrificed himself for Harry. He took that knife and from Bellatrix, and I honestly hate Bellatrix more than Voldemort. I think, honestly, she is terrible. But why Dobby? Like, Dobby, out of all the characters, like, Dobby, he's so innocent. Both him and Hedwig, I don't think they needed to die. And tears were filling my eyes when I read that. But also, like, I'm hoping that just, like, some of my favorite characters make it out. Like, Dumbledore's gone, Dobby's gone. I swear to God, if Hagrid dies, I'm gonna go after J.K. Rowling and make her rewrite the books. I'm gonna be like, what's that one Stephen King book? Or Misery? I can't remember. Caroline Banks or something like that. I can't remember what her name is. I'm gonna make her rewrite this if Hagrid dies. I'm at the part right now where they're getting ready to break into Gringotts and get maybe the Horcrux that's within Bellatrix is kind of the Lestrange's vault, and then from there we'll see where it goes. I hope they make it back to Hogwarts eventually, and then we have something there, because I've just missed that the whole book. That is what's been bumming me. I've said that a couple times, probably more than a couple times, but I just miss Hogwarts and all the students. I mean, it's nice learning about all the other characters as well, but it kind of bums me not to be at Hogwarts. It got pretty crazy at Malfoy Manor with kind of meeting Luna and learning more about the Elder Wand and everything else going on. It's just like, I feel like it's just gonna be this giant build-up and then a final battle, hopefully somewhere at Hogwarts, because Voldemort had to go there to get the wand, so maybe you're just gonna stick around and wait for Harry. I don't know. But also with the Huntress, it's kind of just been same old, same old. It's kind of been kind of boring, honestly. Because, like, it's very interesting because as a reader, we know who kind of the Huntress is, and I don't know how I feel about that kind of, like, understanding who the Huntress is, and, like, I kind of like, because I feel like this is, like, a mystery book, and like, the other characters don't know, the other perspectives don't know who exactly is they're hunting her down, but we as readers know. So I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it almost kind of bores me. Nina's chapters have kind of stopped up to this one point, and like after that it's kind of just been boring. Like, the only thing that's been kind of going on is there's been a little bit of romance between Ian and Nina. They're starting to catch little feelings for each other. Other than that, like, it's been kind of a letdown for me, because I did like how it began and where it was going, but then after that it kind of just repeated and just slowly, like, yeah, hopefully this, like, ending is pretty great, because it has been a pretty big build-up. But that is a reading check-in. I would like to get a video uploaded today for tomorrow. It's another vlog, Court of Thorns and Roses vlog. You'll see my thoughts about that. Like Short Story Sword, I did enjoy that. But also, other than that, I have no other plans, so I'll just be reading, maybe play a little bit of Breath of the Wild. I haven't got to play video games in forever, because school has just been not the best. And I don't know, today's weather is kind of weird. Like, the sun is kind of shining, but there's a chance of snow, and the clouds are kind of starting to roll off the mountains. So I don't know, maybe I've been waiting for snow. It's like almost December, and we usually get snow around like late October. So I don't know if it's global warming or climate change or what, but I really love snow, and the fact that we haven't gotten it yet, it kind of bums me. But that is what's going on today. My reading check-in, my reading plans, my thoughts on what's to come. It just got done snowing. Sadly, it has been too warm these last couple days to kind of stick around. It's kind of just hanging out on the roofs of the buildings, the apartment complexes. And it is pretty cold in my apartment, but I have a blanket, and I'm still too stubborn to turn on the heater yet, because I'm on a student budget. But it was nice to finally get some snow. I was worried that we were not going to get any this season. It's already almost December. We should be having like couple feet of snow by now. But since I've been locked in all day, I got the video uploaded. That's a plus. That was a big stress, because I found out that in the reading vlog I said Tuesday instead of Thursday, so then I messed up editing everything, and then I had to go back and kind of rearrange things, because I was listening back to it, and I was kind of behind whenever I got to that point at the end of the vlog. But thankfully that was uploaded, and I've just been kind of reading more of Harry Potter throughout the day. They got out of the bank with the money with Grip Hook's help, and I don't know if he ended up truly helping. It seemed like he didn't do much except hang on to Harry and kind of blab about... Yeah, I guess he did kind of help when they were in the vault. He did help, but then what he did afterwards... Like, I knew that Bill kind of pointed out that goblins are not the best, but I was hoping that since he saw Harry as a different wizard, an odd wizard, that he would kind of be different and help him, but I guess not. So now they're flying on a dragon, finally. In the Wizarding World, I've been waiting for more dragons, and now they're flying on one, so that's gonna be cool. Maybe they'll just take it all the way to Hogwarts and just fight Voldemort on a dragon. But it is later this afternoon, so I think I'm gonna go get some soup on the stove, get that going because it's cold. I always crave soups when it's cold. I think I'm gonna do like some chickpea noodle soup over mashed potatoes. It sounds pretty weird, soup over mashed potatoes, but it was a tradition growing up. And I've been craving it, so I think I'm gonna make that, get that going on the stove, and then read more of Harry Potter. I think I might be able to finish it today if I just completely just binge it, or finish it tomorrow, because I've been flying through it, and I have to know whether it has a happy ending or not. I mean, I have a feeling that we are, but if Hagrid dies, then it's not a happy ending. I think I have put myself together enough to finally give you my final thoughts on Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I tried finishing it like I mentioned last night. I only had like 50 pages left and I was just pushing through. I fell asleep on my bed with the book in my hand. So I finished it this morning and it was it was tough to say goodbye because I love the Wizarding World and Hogwarts. And I need more of it, so I'll be picking up a lot more of the other books, kind of explaining the history of it in the future. But I can't remember where I left off with my last thoughts, but just like the final battle at Hogwarts. Oh, I think it was when they finally dropped off with the dragon. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I didn't kind of vlog very much. I don't think I did at all, actually. Yeah, I didn't at all. So this is like... So I've got a lot to talk about from just that last point with jumping off the dragon. But I was glad that we returned to Hogwarts and had the final kind of battle there. That final battle, it really broke my heart. Like, I was hoping that there was gonna be kind of no more deaths after Dobby. But I was wrong. And my heart was broken, and then with the ending, it was kind of pieced back together. I mean, Fred, Tonks, Lupin. It's quite a few people that didn't make it out, and I was after Tonks and Lupin, like they just had their baby boy. After that, like I remember sitting there and I read that and I just couldn't take it anymore. I also think that my feelings for Snape have changed. I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to forgive him after what he did to Dumbledore. But after reading Harry listening to, or watching his memories in the pensive with Dumbledore, like my thoughts about Dumbledore also kind of changed. I felt like everything that they were saying about him through this book was kind of incorrect, but just hearing how Dumbledore kind of changed from his past and all his past that kind of affected him and his obsession with the Hallows, and just kind of changed my opinion on him a little bit. He's still like a favorite character. I think Hagrid is by far, Hagrid and Dobby, poor old Dobby, are my favorite characters. But just like Snape, learning what he kind of did like for Harry and just like Lily, that kind of broke my heart as well, because like I don't want to go much more in depth with that, because like I know this is like spoiler filled vlog, but just like it kind of just hit me to see what Snape did for Harry, despite like all the things that his father did to him, Harry's father did to, like bullied him, and he just kind of stuck to it for Lily. And that really warmed my heart, that at the ending Harry named his son Albus and Severus. Warmed my heart that little bit. But I love how Neville kind of stepped up with his grandma. His grandma came in there and was fighting Death Eaters. I love that, and how Neville... I just like seeing Neville's growth through this series has been just a joy to see. Luna as well. And I was disappointed with like the ending. I was hoping to get more from like what happened to Luna. And like it kind of hinted at with like Neville being professor of herbology, but like what happened to Luna? And, like I don't know. George, like, I don't know, that whole epilogue, I wish it was a little bit longer, kind of explaining a lot more, but Hermione and Ron ended up together. I knew that was going to happen. Ginny and Harry, I knew that was going to happen as well, but I was hoping that in this one, we would get a little bit more romance with them. But yeah, but those are kind of my final thoughts on Harry Potter. I loved the ending. I thought it was great how it kind of wrapped everything up, and I don't think I can pick a favorite. Like, they're all like special in their own way. I also finished The Huntress, and that really kind of let me down. Like, this Harry Potter has been a blast, and that other book, The Huntress, hasn't been a blast. I thought it started off with a bang, and it kind of went off on a kick, and I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good. And then it just went like slow, and it felt like a slog. And then the ending, I was hoping that the ending would make up for it, and it didn't really. Like, it kind of let me down as well. So I think I will end up giving that like 2.5 stars, and then Harry Potter 5 stars as well. Like, I don't think there was a book that didn't give 5 stars. Maybe 4.5 or 5 stars. They're all great and special. And now I get to watch the movies. But today is Friday, so I gotta get back to school. Break is over. So I'm gonna work on a couple papers and then read some more. I'm just starting God Emperor of Dune. I filmed the video today, so I haven't really started much of God Emperor of Dune yet, but I'll be reading that. And then I don't know what I'll pick up for an audiobook yet. But those are kind of the plans for the day. Hello my friends, it is a couple days later. I haven't checked in because I've been in kind of a little bit of a reading slump. I think I was just in kind of a book hangover after finishing Harry Potter, and I was just in a mood. And I picked up Children of Dune, got about 100 pages in, and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know if it was kind of the writing style and just like everything going on with it. I wasn't vibing with it, so I decided to put it down and kind of go from there and see what I wanted to pick up next. I did start the audiobook, An Anonymous Girl, and it's been really interesting so far, but I thought I'd just come on here real quick and end this vlog because I'm going to be hopping on and starting another vlog for a book that I've been really wanting to pick up for some time now, and it has got me out of my reading slump, thankfully. So I will kind of give both my thoughts on that and The Anonymous Girl in that, so be on the lookout for that video. But that is going to be all for this video. I'm not DNFing Children of Dune because like I like where it's going. I just wasn't connecting with it at the time, so I think I'm going to come back to it here pretty soon and kind of maybe pick up the audiobook. But I'm hoping that will kind of help me get back into the book, and I'm hoping to also watch the movie sometime here pretty soon as well. I'm way behind and I really want to watch that, so I think that and picking up the audiobook will kind of spark that love for the series again and help me get back into that. But that's going to be all for today's little video, this reading vlog adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing so you never miss out on another adventure. But I'm going to leave you with a message, as always, from Ellie, who first wishes you to have a splendid day, but she also says that adventure is out there. So I'll get you next time. Bye.